on, fellow explorers? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing great. Hope everybody had a great Monday. I had a pretty decent Monday. Been kind of busy at work, but we're getting through it. We're rocking and rolling and all that jazz. Now, what I'm here to talk about is today's video that I released at the mausoleum, the old mausoleum at the Stockton Rural Cemetery. Let me tell you guys, that place was a trip. I had seen pictures online of this place and it looked way worse than it was, you know, in the pictures. I don't know if people had maybe done some fancy editing with their pictures and made it look worse than it was, but it was creepy. The Stockton Rural Cemetery Mausoleum was creepy, but not as creepy as it was what I had seen online, but it was creepy nonetheless. When I was in there filming today's video, I filmed this on last Thursday. And when I was in there filming today's video last Thursday, I just kind of felt at times in there, I didn't mention it in the video, but I felt at times in there, I felt a little uneasy inside there. Kind of felt like I did that one time at that one other old cemetery where I felt like at times I felt like maybe a presence around me. It was really odd. It was really crazy. And then that one part of the video where I was in that private family area and then I left and I closed the gate and I went up the hallway to look at something else. And then when I came back around, back down the hallway, that gate was open and I know I closed it. And then I closed it again and then it kind of opened up again, which, I mean, there's probably logical explanations for that, but that was creepy. Maybe the building wasn't level and maybe the thing just swings open. I don't know. But from what I could tell, the building was fairly level, and that was just pretty damn creepy. And not to mention, like I said, the other stuff going on in there where at times I felt uneasy, like there was something around me. I felt like, I was the only one in there. Sometimes I felt like I was being watched. It was really, really odd, a really odd experience inside that mausoleum today. And I filmed some more videos on the property there. I did some more besides the mausoleum. I've got like 2 weeks worth of videos from this cemetery. And there's other points of my trip when I filmed my other videos there. There was other points where I did feel uneasy and weird at that cemetery. I think that cemetery could be fairly haunted because other areas of that cemetery I felt kind of funky, kind of weird, kind of strange at times when I was around certain things. So that cemetery definitely has, Stockton Rural Cemetery definitely has some kind of energy there. Some trippy energy. Kind of makes you feel kind of weird, kind of funny. But nonetheless, it's just, it was an epic day just filming stuff. That mausoleum was awesome. It was just old school. That cemetery, I think it goes back to 1861 over there in Stockton. And I'm sure that mausoleum goes back to that time period, and the other parts of the cemetery I was in were just awesome. It had a lot of cool monuments. I found one of the governors of California. I found Benjamin Holt. Benjamin Holt is the guy that co-founded Caterpillar equipment, tractors and whatnot. I'm sure you guys have heard of Caterpillar. I found his final resting place. It was just a trippy day. It was an epic trippy day, and I had a good time there filming those videos, Definitely, I don't know, this was my second time at the Stockton Rural Cemetery, so I really don't know if I can go back there again, because I filmed a good amount of stuff. What's going on? Lots of spirits there. I've noticed that you have had more voices in your videos lately. It has been said that spirits can attach to you and can cause more activity. Makes for a good video though, yeah. And you were the one that pointed out all that stuff earlier in the comments today. And that's just a trip, And I don't know how long you've been in here, but I mentioned a few minutes ago that I did feel kind of uneasy. I didn't mention it in my video. I should have. I probably should have, but I just didn't. I did feel a little uneasy in that mausoleum, and I did feel like at times there was something around me. Kind of hard to explain, but it's almost like someone standing by me, close to me. At times I felt like I was being watched. You know, I'm not paranoid. I'm not a paranoid person. And then when you started putting all that stuff together, you know, from what you were hearing in my video, I was like, wow, okay. There's probably something to the way I was feeling then. If you're hearing all that stuff, and I was feeling all that stuff, there's definitely something to what was going on in that mausoleum, and it was just trippy. I didn't feel. It's kind of hard to explain. I didn't feel in danger or anything. It was just an odd, you know, like just a presence around me. You know, it sounded like from what you were putting, they were pretty peaceful. But then there was that one, I think you said that it didn't sound too peaceful what they'd said, but which you had heard. But yeah, it does make for a good video, you know. And I got more videos coming from that cemetery, different spots where things I've you know, felt things or heard things. So, you know, then for this week and next week I'll be releasing videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week and next week. And you know, I've got enough videos stocked up for 2 weeks. Maybe I'll throw in the occasional live stream like I'm doing right now, you know, in between those video releases, you know. But yeah, so thank you for you know, letting me know about that. That was I mean, usually you'll find a couple of things, but in that video you heard a ton of stuff. So that was a trip, you know, definitely a trip. Thank you for that. And I got a couple people in here. Hello. Now that I'm done rambling, how you doing? What's going on, guys? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm just over here at work right now, my lunch break, chilling out. You know, I got taking a half-hour lunch, so I'm gonna run back in a few minutes and all that good stuff. I might not be on live the entire half hour, but I'm definitely gonna be around for a minute. Spirits can't really hurt you. I've read that they are not supposed to cross that veil and attack the living unless you anger or taunt them. Yeah. I'm not there causing problems. I'm not. Yeah, definitely. I'm there in peace. When I go into these places, I come in peace. You know, I'm not in there playing with Ouija boards or anything. My wife totally believes in all this stuff too, and she's a little uneasy about me going in these places because she's afraid I might bring something home with me, pretty much. But you know, I had to explain to her, you know, it's not like I'm going in there with any Ouija boards or anything. I'm not playing that game. I'm just in there just chilling, documenting stuff, and being very peaceful, you know. And I'm not taunting anybody, you know, or anything. And I keep seeing drop down comments for my video right now. There's a couple of people already said when that gate swung open, I would have left. I've had a couple of people say that already right now. And then I got just yet another comment drop down where someone said the same thing. It was odd, but it didn't scare me away. You know, it was a trip though. You know, and there was only one other time that I can recall where I felt a strong presence around me, and that was at another cemetery in my hometown of Hayward. There was another cemetery, another old cemetery that I went into, and it was a certain grave that made me feel a certain way. It was weird. As long as you are a peaceful person with love, you shouldn't attract or take anything negative with you. Like attracts like, law of attraction. Yeah, I believe that, but my wife feels a little uneasy because she totally believes in all that. Just my wife has had experiences with maybe people in her family that have passed, and she's like seen them and this, that, and the other, and felt their presence. So she's real uneasy about it. But like I said, I'm not doing anything, you know, wacky in there. You know, I'm just there documenting. You know, that's it. You know. But yeah. So I hope you're doing good, my friend. What is your first name? I'm sorry, I don't know if you ever told me your first name. And you should be, yeah, for sure. I would be good. I'll be good. You know, like I said, I never fear. Oh, your name's Joe. Okay. Well, Joe, you know, I'm Tony. I know I said my name before in my videos, but nice to meet you, my friend. Nice to meet you. Have you had any good finds lately on your end when you go out and do stuff? Have you been anywhere interesting lately or experienced anything lately, if you've gone out and done some exploring yourself. But I've been hitting up a lot of the cemeteries in my area for months now. I might start going back to some of those to do some different types of videos. But definitely, I would like to get to Southern Cal and start doing some videos at some point, you know. But yep. But definitely, this whole little deal is like it's an adventure, you know. It's a treasure hunt. It's an adventure. You never know what you can find. In fact, I am downloading a video right now. Mountain View Mausoleum, Mountain View in Oakland. Okay, I saw you put that in my comments. You were talking about Mountain View and the guy who was behind it. Is it Oakland or is there another one? Because there's one out by me. Los Angeles. Okay, there's a Mountain View, Los Angeles. Okay, because when you said Mountain View, I thought at first you were talking about Oakland, and then the more I read your comment, I could tell no, that's not the same cemetery. The one I started figuring that out, I was like, yeah, that's not the same cemetery. But the one in Oakland is insanely crazy, man. Are you? I'm sure you're familiar with the that one murder that happened in the 40s. They call it the Black Dahlia murder. That young lady's buried in Oakland. That would be an interesting video to do for me to go to her grave. Los Angeles. Reza, what's going on? But yeah. But yeah, in Oakland, Mountain View, Oakland, they have the Ghirardelli family. I totally lived that. Like that Mountain View, Oakland College trip you did. Yeah. Oakland Cali trip you did. Yeah. Right now, I am so chomping at the bit to go back there. And that's the only cemetery in Oakland right now that is still closed. When you can, it will be up in the next one. I will, my friend. I will check it out. I will check your video out. But Mountain View is still closed. They closed a year ago when all this stuff went down, and they're still closed. And they're like the only cemetery in Oakland that is still closed. And I want to go back because there's just so much. That place is so massive. That place is so interesting that I want to go back and film more stuff. And go to, I think her name is the Black Dahlia murder. That young lady was Elizabeth Short was her name, I do believe. I want to go back to her grave and do maybe a video on her. You know, I know there's a couple more videos I want to do in that cemetery, but they're. Can you start filming 4K? Yeah. I've done a few videos in 4K, but like sometimes I'll set my camera back to the old setting, and I'll forget to turn it back to 4K. But definitely, I've done it before. I've done 4K before. It does take a little bit longer to upload 4K, it seems like, but I have to set my camera back. I always forget to set it to 4K, but I have no problem filming in 4K. It's actually cool. I like it. All I do is I'm just using a GoPro Hero 7. That's what I'm using. That's it. That's all I use, a GoPro Hero 7. Maybe my phone sometimes. True, but resolution is nice. Yes, it is. You are very correct on that. Like I said, this last couple of times I went out, I just forgot to set it back to 4K. But yeah, I'm just using a GoPro pretty much. I got a GoPro Hero 7, and I got a GoPro Max, the newer one that came out. It's the bigger one. It's called a Max. It's got a lens on the front and back. So you kind of like a cell phone. You can flip it back and forth like you would on a cell phone between front camera and back camera. It has like a little thing on that, and that does some pretty good video too. That GoPro Max, great pics. Yeah, a lot of the still pictures that I take, I'm either taking on my phone, or what I do is I either take it on my phone or I just do a screenshot for my video sometimes that comes out super clear too. I'll have a certain part of a video that I'm watching, my video, I'll play it, and something looks interesting, I'll screenshot it. It's up to you, just a suggestion. I myself like to film in 8K. Oh, okay. No, I don't have a drone. That would be cool though. That would be cool to incorporate a drone into my filming regimen. That would be cool, because that could get me some awesome aerial shots. You know, that would be super cool. I gotta look into those. The store, I worked for a grocery chain out here in California, Northern California, and at one time we were selling a drone, but it wasn't like a super expensive one. It was probably a crappy one, but they were pretty inexpensive, but it was probably crappy. But we were selling them for a short time around Christmas, not this Christmas, but the Christmas before, the year before this one. We were selling drones for a short period of time. That would make your videos even better. Yeah, no, that would for sure, man. Because these cemeteries, they look really awesome from above too. You know, you've seen other channels that use the drones. These shots are just friggin' awesome. Shoot, man, if there was an area that had like a sometimes in cemeteries, certain areas that are maybe damaged, maybe graves are damaged, or like private mausoleums or crypts are damaged. Sometimes certain cemeteries I've seen, they will fence off the area because it's dangerous. I could probably fly a drone right over the fence and go in there that way. That would be cool too. Pawn shops, get a starter drone. Yeah. I'd go to Toys R Us and get one, but they're not around anymore. It doesn't even have to be an elaborate drone. I just get myself started on it. You can use drone footage at the start as an intro. Yeah, that is for sure. I could do that. That's definitely, I should look into that. I've never used them. Are they hard to fly? Because I've never played with those before. Is it pretty straightforward, or you got to kind of get used to it? You crash a lot before you kind of get it? I hope not. I wouldn't want to crash, but yeah. I remember my dad used to do the remote control airplanes. When you can't watch the last two videos from Franco. Yes. When you mentioned him before, I forgot. I'm already subbed to that guy. I see his videos. Just for some reason, when you mentioned the channel name, it just didn't register. And then after the last live stream, you mentioned him. I looked him up, and I was like, I am already subbed to this guy. Yeah, I know this guy. But I haven't seen his last couple of videos. Got one, and you have to fool with figuring it out. Okay, so it takes a little bit of practice. So I'll probably just take it to like an open field somewhere with soft grass to learn how to do this. But yeah, Franco TV, I like that guy. I saw that. I think that was him. That he went into that one mausoleum. I can't remember where it was, but he went into that one mausoleum and it was flooded, and he had to take off his shoes and walk around because it was flooded in there for some kind of rainstorm or something. Learn at a football field. Yeah, I could do that. Take it to the high school, go out in the field, or a, one of the parks with like a baseball diamond or something, a baseball area. Could probably do that too. But my fear is I lose it somewhere where I can't retrieve it. That would be my fear, for sure. I'll be like, oh man, I spent money on this thing and I can't get it because it went down somewhere that I can't even get to. But I can just kind of go up, maybe up, rotate a bit, and come down. I don't know if I'm going to fly throughout the whole cemetery. I might just go up enough to get some good footage, Because that's what I see a lot in these cemetery videos when people are using drones. Some of the people that I watch, they don't really do any extensive flying with it. They kind of just go up high enough to get a good shot of all around. It seems as though. But definitely, I'm definitely going to look into that because you're right. That would be super cool. And like I said, if there's areas that are not accessible, I can probably access them with a drone too. You know, like I said, every once in a while you'll find an area that's fenced off because something's damaged or crumbling or broken, whatever. And I can totally access those areas. It's not a lot that I find this, but I have been in cemeteries here and there where, for whatever reason, there was a section that wasn't, or a structure that wasn't accessible because of damage. So that would be a cool thing too. Mountain View in Oakland would be an awesome place to fly a drone. That place is just, like I said, it's incredible. It's massive and it's incredible. Anyway, so I want you guys to weigh in. Do you think today's mausoleum was haunted? I think a little bit. You'll get a lot more subscribers. I'll give another shout out to your channel, on his channel. Oh, thank you for doing a shout out. That'd be, on his channel. Okay, don't spam the poor guy with me. But I do appreciate it. You do the shout out. That'd be great. Your stuff is great. I'm not great. I know I'm not. I know I'm getting my feet wet doing this stuff. I know I'm not great, but thank you for the compliment. I'm sure I'll get there someday. You know, it was creepy, so probably yeah. I think so. I think it was a little haunted. You know, lights didn't work in that thing. You know, lights didn't work, and it was just weird. I'd use my flashlight, my phone flashlight at some points to go into some of the little rooms with like the urns and stuff. Somebody had said, I don't think it was you, Joe, but somebody had commented on that video today saying that when I found that one spot that was kind of leaking, it looked like someone had said it looks like maybe the roof had been compromised. And it's like, it's leaking. The roof's leaking. That's why you're getting that kind of stuff on there. High fidelity earphones. Oh, y'all. Yeah. Definitely. As long as nothing follows you home. Yeah, definitely. I don't need none of that mess. I don't need that. So, would you guys... I think I've thrown this out before. Would you guys be open to like a for sure live stream every week on a certain night? I've been wanting to do that. Now, it seems like now, a little by little, I'm getting a little bit more people coming to my live streams. And I didn't do a lot of live streams before because nobody would come in, or I'd get a couple people come in. It seems like now I'm getting a couple of more people coming in now, a few more people, I'm up to 5 or 6 right now. That's good for me. That's good. My track record with live streams, this is actually pretty good attendance for me. But I was thinking about doing like a Sunday night, because I'm usually off Sunday nights. The thing is, I know a lot of you guys are in different, well, not all, but some of you guys are in different time zones, etc., etc. So I would probably try to have to do it a little earlier. That would be awesome. Set a pre-date every week so we will all know when to watch. Yeah, definitely. And I would throw it out there on all my social media, my TikTok, my Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter. I would throw it all out there too. But I've been wanting to do that. Just getting a regular, it doesn't even have to have of course we'll talk cemeteries and stuff, but it could be like whatever we want it to be. You could throw out whatever you want to talk about or whatever, it could just be a gab fest, something for us as a community to get together here and just kind of talk to each other, get to know each other, share things, just an idea. Just an idea. But I've been kicking that idea around, but I haven't been real warm to it because, like I said, my channel is still a small channel, so the attendance isn't that good. But lately, the last couple times I've done a live stream, it seems like a little bit more people show up. More people are shut than talking, but live streams are fun to watch. Perhaps start out once a month so you aren't pressured to once a week and bump it up from there. Yeah. But I would like to do it once a week just so people know that I'm doing this. Because like if I do it once a month, people might forget about it. If I do it every week, people might start getting on a schedule with me and going, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, you know. I'll add the second half of the EVPs that I caught from your previous video tomorrow. Right on, man. I mean, you know, it's cool that you do it. I appreciate it. You know, you're opening my eyes to a lot of stuff that I didn't know was there before. But I mean, you know, thank you. You know, you don't have to do it, but I appreciate it. It's cool. It's a cool thing you're doing. So thank you. Anyway, guys, I set my alarm. It went off, so I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for chatting with me. Thank you for weighing in on whether or not you thought that mausoleum was haunted or not, and talking about drones and other cool shit. So you guys are awesome. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you guys soon. And we'll try to get that weekly thing going, or maybe every couple weeks or weekly. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Peace out, guys.